The reason I moved into a 2-bedroom is because I don't live alone anymore. Hey guys, it's Molly here again for another video, and I'm in a totally different place. Actually, I'm not. I'm in my bedroom, but my bedroom's a totally different place. You're gonna have to watch the Mr. Kate video. I will link that down below, but you're gonna have to get used to this epic stuffed animal background because you're gonna be seeing a whole lot more of it in upcoming videos. I'm so excited. Now I want to talk about everything basically about this apartment, why I haven't done an apartment tour yet, why I have a 2-bedroom instead of a 1-bedroom, why I don't live alone anymore, and who lives with me. So let's get into it. A lot of you guys know that when I made my announcement video that I was moving to LA, I mentioned that my mom was gonna move in with me for the first 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, maybe 3, we didn't know, but that eventually she would be going back to Toronto and I would be living in LA on my own. Then I did an apartment tour, then I moved apartments to a 2-bedroom instead of a 1-bedroom. I haven't done an apartment tour of this yet. People keep asking why. The reason is because A, the apartment just hasn't been ready yet. It hasn't been where I want it to be, and it is still slightly a work in progress, so I'm not going to do the apartment tour until it's totally my aesthetic and what I'm happy with and a done deal. But hopefully that should be within the next 2 months, and it's going to be everything. You guys are going to love it. I'm so excited. The reason I moved into a 2-bedroom is because I don't live alone anymore. My mom has officially moved to LA and she lives in the 2nd bedroom. So for those who are wondering what happened to all the bedroom furniture from my first apartment tour, it's now in the 2nd bedroom, which is my mom's bedroom / the guest room where my dad stays or anybody who's coming stays. Basically the way it works is my dad does still live back in Toronto. I forced my parents into a long distance relationship after 30 years of marriage, but they're dealing with it. It's going well. Right, Mom?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I would love to eventually be able to get my dad a US visa and bring him on out here too, but right now it's just not feasible, so we're doing a little back and forth thing. So my mom is about to go back to Toronto for a little bit, and my friend is gonna come stay in the apartment with me. My dad comes out, he's coming in a few weeks to stay for 10 days, so they just kind of do a bit of a back and forth thing. I tend to go to Toronto for work every now and then. Of course my mom comes with me because she works with me full time, so they still see each other. We FaceTime him all the time. That's all good. But the real reason my mom moved back in with me is really because I need her. And I don't need her because I'm blind and I can't live alone. And this was kind of the biggest thing my dad really helped me to understand, because my parents really felt it was best if my mom moved in with me. She had moved literally all of her stuff home. Gone. She had packed up all of her stuff. All of it.
It was a big move to come right back.
Yeah. She flew all of it home.
I came back with everything.
And came back with nothing. So basically, the story of what happened that kind of tweaked the decision is my mom and I flew back to Toronto for some work. And then I was going to fly back to LA alone. So she packed all her stuff when we went back to Toronto for work. I got really, really sick. Really sick when I was home for work. We were panicking the day I was supposed to fly back. We were should I extend my flight a few more days so I can get better? Should I just go back and figure it out? Should mom come back with me? We were trying to figure it out. And we just made the decision that I was just gonna fly back to LA as we planned. So we went to the airport and I was feeling so sick. I started to cry. I was just such a wreck. So as soon as it came to time to give my mom a hug goodbye and leave her, and I knew I was moving back to LA and I was gonna be alone and I was sick, I just started sobbing, and they literally took me back for questioning at the airport. They were is somebody forcing you? Are you okay? Do you need help? And I was why are you crying? And I was I'm just leaving my mommy and I'm moving to LA alone and I'm scared. So I was a baby at the airport, sobbing my whole way through. I get this call from my mom when I'm past security and the border and everything, and she's I'm gonna get on that plane. I don't know how, but I'm gonna get on that plane. She worked the system. She worked some magic. My dad had to literally get in an Uber from our house because my mom, we only have one car since my dad lives now alone. So my mom had taken the car to drop me off at the airport. So my dad got in an Uber with my mom's passport, got to the airport with it. She had none of her stuff, just like her handbag and her clothes on her back. And that was it. She managed to get on the plane, and we weren't sitting together or anything, but I was just like, whatever. I'm just happy that she's on this plane with me. And thank God, because the next day when I woke up, my mom had to feed me. Like, I physically couldn't even like pick my body out of bed. I couldn't sit up. I couldn't open my eyes. My head hurt so much. So she was spoon feeding me yogurt so that I could get medicine into me. It was just awful. And over the course of the week when she was like nursing me back to health, I knew like I would not have been able to do that alone. So thank God she got on the plane with me, because I probably just would have like shriveled up into a grape in my bed if it hadn't been for her, and Gallup would have like had to feed himself. He's smart. He would have figured it out. Over the course of that week when she was helping me get better, my parents were talking a lot behind my back and decided that really like I needed her. Really, like, I was against it. I was really pushing back. I was like, no, I moved to LA to like live on my own. This is my, like, I'm an adult, I'm 24, I don't want to live with my mom. Like, it was this big thing. My dad kind of sat me down and he's like, Molly, you lived alone in Toronto for 2 years. It's not that you can't live on your own. Like, you can do it. You're just fine. You could live alone. Like, you know your way around your area. We have full faith that you could live alone in LA, just like you lived alone in Toronto. It's not about the fact that you're blind and you can't do it. It's about the fact that your career is taking off way faster than anybody expected. You're super busy. Your schedule is way too hectic, and you need help just like a sighted person would need help in that situation. And so that was kind of what like clicked in my mind, that it's not that I can't live alone because I'm blind. It's not that I couldn't do this if I had to. It's that to be healthy and successful, just like a lot of people in my position, like I need help. I need somebody here. And so my mom has the second bedroom. She has all my old furniture, and by old furniture I mean like literally 6 months old. It's all really new. We're super happy, and I'm really, at the end of the day, glad she's living back here with me and that my dad is coming back and forth, and hopefully eventually he will come out here too. I'm really grateful that my parents are like so selfless and willing to like support me in being out here and living my best life. The moral of the story and the message for you is, just because you can do something doesn't mean it's the best thing for you to do. That was like a big lesson for me that I had to learn, is just because I could be out here on my own doesn't mean it's the best or healthiest thing for me to do. Evaluate yourself. Check yourself. Are you doing something because you can, or are you doing something because it's the best and right thing for you in your life? Think about it. Me cramming a life lesson into a life update video. Alright, that's the end of this video. That's all. That's where all my old furniture went to. It didn't go to waste. It's just reallocated. My mom now gets a bed instead of a pull-out couch. We're all super happy. It's good vibes. That's it. That's why she's here. Okay. I love you guys oh so very much. Give this video a thumbs up if you are happy I'm happy. I don't know. And hit that notification bell. Be on my early squad. I'll see you next time.